Hello, everyone. In this lesson, we're going to create a looping background effect. First, let's take a look at the final result. As you can see, there's a hero plane in the middle of the stage, and the background keeps moving. So visually, it feels like the game is constantly running, and the plane is flying forward. But actually, this entire effect only requires two images to create. All we need are two images that are the same size as the stage. That's enough to build this scrolling effect. Next, let's first understand the core idea behind it. Then, after that, we'll use actual code blocks to build the project step by step. First, imagine the stage as a large rectangular frame. Then place the hero plane in the center and mark the stage coordinates. Now place one background image above the stage. Make sure it completely covers the stage area, then let the image slowly move downward. Because of relative motion, the plane appears to be flying forward. However, one single image cannot cover the stage forever. As the image moves downward, a large empty area will eventually appear behind it. So at this moment, we need a second background image. The second image should be placed above the stage as well, and it should move downward at the exact same speed as the first image. During the movement, when the second image completely covers the stage, the first image will have fully moved out of the stage area. At that moment, we simply move the first image back to the top edge of the stage. Then let it continue moving downward again at the same speed. By repeating this process over and over again, we create a continuous looping background effect. Whenever an image moves below the stage, we send it back to the top edge and let it scroll downward again. Both images follow the same behavior, and through this endless cycle, we get a seamless scrolling background. All right, that's the main design principle behind this effect. Finally, we need to use coordinates to control both the image positions and the image movement. At the very top of the stage, the image position should be 0, positive 360. At the center of the stage, the position should be 0, 0. And at the bottom of the stage, the position should be 0, negative 360. Once we have these three coordinates, we can use their relationship to create the looping motion of the background images. All right, now let's use the actual Scratch code blocks to turn this idea into a real project. Now let's actually use our programming tools like to build this effect step by step. First, select the background. Right now, we only need one background image. After we finish the first one, we can simply duplicate it later. So first, select the background sprite, then set the starting position. The initial X and Y position should both be 0. Next, move the background to the back layer. After that, we want the background to keep moving vertically. Use a forever loop and continuously change the Y position. Here, we can set the value to -2. Now let's add a condition. If the background's Y position becomes smaller than -360, then reset the Y position back to positive 360. Perfect. Now let's click the green flag and test it. Notice that the background is slowly moving downward, but when it reaches the bottom of the stage, it doesn't fully return from the top. Why does that happen? Because in Scratch, this image can't completely move outside the stage area. You can still see a tiny edge remaining on the screen. That means the minimum Y value here, see, is actually around -345. So instead of checking for -360, we should change the condition to -344. The starting position can still stay at positive 360. Now let's click the green flag again and test it one more time. Now watch carefully. The background slowly moves out of the stage and then re-enters from the top smoothly. Also, this block here should be changed to set. Set the Y position back to positive 360. Great! Now let's run the project again. As the background leaves the stage, it immediately comes back from the top. And just like that, our first looping background image is complete. All right, everyone. You can pause the video here first. Finish setting up the first image. After that, all we need to do is duplicate the first sprite. Then for the second sprite, change its starting Y position to positive 360. Once we do that, the second looping image effect is finished too. Now click the green flag. You'll see both images moving downward together. During the movement, whenever one image reaches the bottom of the stage, it jumps back to the top again, and that creates a seamless continuous scrolling effect. From the final result, it looks like the hero plane is constantly flying forward. What we actually used were just two background images, combined together to create a looping animation effect. And that's the main idea of this lesson, using two images to build a continuous scrolling background effect. All right, students, follow along and finish this part first, and I'll see you in the next video.